at you with another episode of Tampa Bay Real Producers. I am fired up to have our guest here today, Mr. Jose Cardenas. How you doing, my man?
Doing great. Thanks,
dude,
Thanks
I am really excited to have you here. Jose and I just met actually last week at our MVP social. Those of you who don't know Jose yet, he was just featured as a top producer, a real producer, of course, in Tampa Bay Real Producers. There's Jose's nice spread. That's a beautiful blue suit, by the way, that you have. And you're rocking a blue suit today.
I love my blue suit.
You're a blue fan, huh? Jose is rocking the blue well.
I have a story about this one, too.
Jose is with Premier Sotheby's. And so we'll dive into your story and your background and all that stuff. But one of the things I've learned about Jose is he is a storyteller. So I have a feeling that we are in for some great stories during this podcast, without a doubt. So we're going to, of course, dive into as many stories as you want, Jose, and talk about whatever you want. But why don't we just kind of start with a little bit of your background? I know from a real estate side, we'll also get into your focus on luxury, because I know that's been a big niche for you. But let's start with your background, man. Did you grow up? Where'd you grow up? How'd you get to Tampa?
It's not an easy answer. It's not a yes/no answer or black and white answer.
This is a storyteller. That's right. That's right.
We're gonna run out of time, so I'm gonna summarize it. But I grew up in the state of Hidalgo. It's about an hour and a half north of Mexico City, where the Toltec culture. I don't know if you're familiar with the Toltec culture.
I'm not.
But not many talk about the Toltecs. They talk about the Mayans. They talk about the Aztecs. But the Mayans were they look up to the Toltecs. They learn their crafts from the Toltecs. And you go and do all the research you want, and you're gonna see how they were just exceptional culture. Anyway, so
is this like a historic culture, or one that's still kind of involved in that area?
It's this was before they're gone. Like
I got you.
No longer have them, but this is way before the Mayans, way before the Aztecs. Aztecs think of
but these are your roots.
Time. These are my roots, this is part of it. I grew up looking at the pyramids, climbing these giant sculptures. Actually, you have a replica of this giant guy when you walk into Epcot Center to the Mexican restaurant.
Sure.
On each side. So I look at the originals.
I have 5 kids and they love Disney. So we're
all right. So when you look at those sculptures, they are like these warriors.
Yep.
Those are Toltecs.
Got it.
So again, I grew up.
We go to the Donald Duck boat ride there all the time, by the way.
Yeah,
just so
and
you know.
when you're little, when you're young, you don't care much for culture, I guess, and you just take it for granted.
Well, they love the boat ride though. Big fans.
They are.
They do.
They are.
Yeah.
So that was part of my where I grew up, just exposed to that Toltec culture and Mexico City again, about hour and a half, but then I moved to Utah.
Okay.
I moved to Utah
to
Salt Lake City when I was 8 years old.
Okay.
I lived there with my uncle. I was actually a helper trying to mix the salsa for the chips and stuff like that.
Nice.
People put me to work. So
did you move by yourself and just moved in with your uncle, or did your whole family go?
No, I just moved there by myself, just to get exposed to the culture. Again, I said I was going to do a short version of this because it's just so long.
Dude, don't even worry about time, man. We'll cut you off at some point. It's all good.
My dad stayed in Texas. Again, the family originated at the border.
Gotcha.
So that's where it gets complex. Like, really, where are you from? Well, I'm from a third culture called the border towns of the U.S. and Mexico.
Yeah.
The specific town is Reynosa. My grandfather was a customs official. So, again, we started right there. Okay. So then part of my family stayed in Texas. I went back with my mom to where she was born, which is in this San Marcos, Tula area. But then, again, from Utah, then I went back to Mexico. Then from Mexico, went back to Houston.
Okay. And then from Houston, you were kind of hopping a little back and forth between Mexico, Utah, Houston. These were in your early years.
Yes, and then
throughout your teenage years as well.
Right, and then I lived in Mexico City as well. I went to a boarding school in Mexico City. That's why this story is. And then from Mexico City, I moved to Puebla, where I completed college. I went to a Methodist University, and Madero Methodist University. And then after that, I moved to Houston. I lived there for a few years, and then I moved to Florida. So what brought you to? I lived in Cape Coral first, and then after Cape Coral, I moved to the Tampa Bay area.
What brought you to Florida?
My partner. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So he lived here?
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
No, in Houston.
In Houston.
Yeah.
But you had an intent of wanting to move here for whatever reason, business or something to that effect. Okay.
That was it.
And so you've been in Tampa now how long?
Let's do the math. 2013. What is that? 10 years?
Yeah, that is.
Okay,
We are already 10. It's amazing, man.
I
10
know,
years
right?
already.
It just time goes by so fast.
Yeah.
So it's been 10 amazing years.
Got you.
I'm just so still like.
Now, were you in real estate in any of these other markets before you came here?
Yes, yes, I was.
So where did that start?
It started in Houston when I started buying as an investor.
Okay. So you started as an investor first.
I did. 2006. What is that? Almost 17 years.
Yep.
Somebody help
You were
me with
fixing
math.
flipping, or
I was, and then 2007, 2008. You know what happened with real estate in 2008. But they were selling. Homes were selling. So I was like, oh my gosh. So what's happening? Because everybody was talking about how bad the market was and how everything was a mess. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm buying. This is a great opportunity to buy.
Yep.
And I'm selling them. And I was doing it over and over and over.
I flipped a few foreclosures back in those years.
So again,
I was in Connecticut at the time, but yes.
Like everywhere. So I did that, and from the starter homes, I moved to the middle, and then to the executive homes, and then I went to the big ones. I went like, okay, I'm gonna try into this million and up homes.
Yeah. Was that in Houston as well?
Yeah, that was in Houston.
Okay.
And they were selling, so I was like, okay, I can do this. But then,
we're going to dive into this whole like luxury niche that you've developed, because this has been a strength of yours, and you're kind of known for that now, I think, here in this market. And I know we're going to talk about some of your amazing clientele and how you network and the fun that you have in the business. But when you were in Houston, and sounds like that's when you got licensed as an actual residential retail realtor for the first time.
I was not. No, I was licensed when I moved here. I got licensed when I moved here too.
Okay, so in Houston, it was all in the investment.
It was all investment. It was all like, let's go to the next one. Go to the next one.
Were you flipping luxury homes out there?
I was.
You were, because that's not easy to do.
That is not. Is not easy.
Yeah.
I got my degree in marketing, and we were designing for commercial spaces.
Okay.
Like design this store, design this shopping center, design this restaurant, and do a lot of market research to make sure that the colors, the ambience, the lighting, all of that, like the ergonomics of the chair, of the bottles, and all of that, the packaging was right. Well, commercial was not exactly as exciting as I wanted it to be, so I applied all of that into the residential, and that's when I started my renovation and design career, because to me it was, I'm designing for a specific purpose. When you bring function first to your space, everything else falls after. Don't think of, oh, let me make it pretty first. That comes later. You have to think of how I'm gonna make this an amazing functional space, chair, room, home, and then you can make it pretty.
Then add the pizzazz.
And add the pizzazz, right?
I got you.
And add the pizzazz that is gonna make sense.
Yeah.
So that's what helped me with my designs or with my investment homes, because I will add that.
That helped you sell it on the back end.
Yes.
You were staging your own properties, basically.
I was designing it. I had my guys helping with all the construction part of it, and they were selling.
Were you buying foreclosures, or what was your niche?
I was buying foreclosures.
Foreclosures, yeah. Okay.
We had so many foreclosures.
Yeah, there was a lot of opportunity.
Everywhere,
So then you came to Tampa. You said your partner had, I guess it was his idea possibly to come here first. Is that true?
Yeah, family from here. So it was just natural for us to move here.
Got it.
Because it was like, okay, where do you want to live? I'm like, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Like, I can live anywhere.
Now that you look back 10 years, was that a smart move? You love Tampa Bay?
It was a smart move. Tampa, it's a mid-sized city. It has everything you need. Without the craziness. Houston was a little.
Houston's a big market. It's the third biggest in the U.S., isn't it?
It
or
is.
is it four? I think it surpassed Chicago. I saw somewhere.
I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked at those numbers, but last time I checked, it was the fourth largest city.
Yeah.
Now again, I don't know if we're now the third, but it's just such a large one.
It is.
But
yeah.
right when we were about to start our podcast, you were talking about all these stories that just come to mind, and Ryan was like, "Oh, let me press this button, let the help."
Yeah.
And I started laughing because one of the stories that I remember when I was in Houston is I was late to meet one of my vendors. I bought this investment home in a beautiful neighborhood, in the most prestigious neighborhood in Houston, which is called River Oaks.
Okay.
Right? Like if you just Google that neighborhood, or if you know, you know. That's it. That's I'm not gonna say anymore.
We do have a Houston Real Producers, by the way, so we'll have to send this episode
all right.
out that
so
way.
for my Houston friends and family, because I still have a lot of family, I was there Sunday.
There we go.
Yeah, I went there just for.
You live such a jet-setting lifestyle.
I went there
it's
for
great.
an evening just for my niece's quinceañera.
Nice.
In and out. Crazy.
Then you go to London to see Adele. I mean, there's one thing after. It's hard to keep up with you, Jose.
It's hard. I make it sound so messy, but it's just how it goes.
But I'm sorry, you were telling a story about Houston?
I'm there. So I bought this house in this on Kirby Drive. This was I can't remember the year, but anyway, so I'm late for my appointment with this vendor, and I'm on the driveway, and then I see this dog by itself, and I'm a dog lover. I have dogs. I work for my dogs. That's the reason why I have a job. That's the only reason why I have a job. And I get out of my car, and I pick the dog, and I thought it was my neighbor. So I went into my neighbor's house. Now, this is early. This is around 7:30. And I'm knocking on the door, and like kind of upset. It's like, don't let your dog, because it's a busy street. And I'm there knocking on the door, and finally this lady comes out in her, like, I don't know, evening gown, whatever. And I'm like, here's your dog. Please be careful. This is a super busy road, and I'm late, and please take care of your dog. And then she goes, number one, who are you? I'm like, I'm your neighbor. Oh, by the way, just moved in. I bought this house. I'm renovating it, and blah, blah, blah. And she goes, well, number two, I don't have a dog. I don't own a dog. And then I go, well, can you hold it until I get back? Please take care of it. And she goes like,
could you hold this random dog?
Hold this dog. Babe, wait a minute. She goes, well, I guess I can. My help is not here. So that's where the word help comes from. My help is not here.
That's hilarious.
And this is one of those homes that they have help that wears uniform.
Sure. Yeah.
So she was like, oh, my help is not here yet. Anyways, we became best friends. We will go for walks on a daily basis.
Thankfully, we have some of the best help that helps run this podcast.
I know.
Because Ryan Owens behind the scenes is my man. You guys, many of you know Ryan. He gets this thing humming. He gets everything up and running. He presses our buttons over here. He does all the magic behind the scenes. God bless you, Ryan. God bless.
Thank you. And, well, then this neighbor goes like, just after months that we became friends, then goes like, oh, come over after I'm done with my stretching session. I'm with my body. Come in and just come over, and then we will go for a walk after my stretching session. And then I go, and I meet his stretching buddy, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know you. You are this amazing athlete, Olympian.
Okay.
that was a stretching body.
Someone we would know?
Yes. He's a well-known retired Olympian.
Bruce Jenner?
No, that will not be Bruce. That will not be Bruce.
I meant Caitlin.
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis, yes. Very famous track athlete.
And we were like, oh my gosh, okay, now this is your stretching buddy.
Yeah,
and
that's
it was
awesome.
And again,
I grew up watching Carl Lewis crushing people on the track.
He was my idol.
What do they call that thing? I guess the track. That's just the track. Is that what they call it? The track.
The track and field.
Yeah.
I grew up watching him. I will watch his videos. My how do you call it? My coach, my trainer. I have another story about the trainer coach.
Are you an athlete?
I don't know how. I don't know if I'm an athlete or not, but I went to the nationals in the 5K when I was 12. And nice. I hold the record for like when I was 12, 13, and 14 until I went to the boarding school. So
nice.
I don't know if that makes
hold
me
the record
for
for Mexico.
for the state of the Hidalgo, the state of
Hidalgo. Okay.
And then I run a few 5Ks here and there, but I don't know if I'm an athlete. I was just doing it to lose weight.
I don't know if I've ran 5K in my life, so I would say that works.
I was just doing it to stay in shape, and that was it.
Well, it seems to be working, Jose. You're fit. You're fit in fitness right now, for sure.
But this friend of mine, Mary, she will just introduce me to all these people, and she was like, "I'm gonna be at." Or I went to Tina's house and this and that. She would just share stories, and you were like, "Tina, who's Tina?" That would be Beyonce's mom.
Beyonce's mom.
That would be Beyonce's mom.
Wow.
And again, I can go over 100 more stories of the name.
So you're getting into a little bit of this. So for you, if I'm hearing what you're throwing down, networking and connecting with the people that you've met and connected with because you have an amazing personality. People love to talk to you. I can tell that already. I know I love talking to you already. And
that's how it happened.
It is how it happens. And that's really what's opened the doors for you in this luxury niche. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Without planning, without looking for it. It just happened organically.
Right.
You just have to be at the right place. Right. Timing is everything.
Now, you also obviously, that's what you just said. You allowed yourself to be in that niche because you were flipping homes in that luxury neighborhood, right, at the time. So you were intentional about wanting to be in that niche. But how things started unrolling from there was you just being yourself and networking and connecting with the neighbors and knowing that. So when you came to Tampa, what drew you to getting licensed as like a retail agent rather than sticking on the investment side solely? What was the point? But what was the objective there?
The homes were selling. I had this townhome also in River Oaks, right behind the River Oaks Shopping Center. And I bought that townhome just to keep something in Houston because I didn't want to detach 100%. But I went back to Houston about 3 times in 1 year to that townhome. So it was like time for me to sell it because I was not really taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
So after taking the pictures, like literally at the photo session, the house went under contract. And I mean, that was kind of this moment when I say, wait a minute, I was giving these listings to my dear friend.
Yeah.
Also with Sotheby's, with my broker. I don't know if I can tell the brands or names, or we're gonna get charged.
Go for
Are we gonna get charged?
Go for it. Go for it. It's all good.
For naming the brand?
I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of anyway. I know I'm not.
With this luxury broker firm, I'm gonna call it. And I was like, she's selling the homes like right at the photo session. So I said, wait a minute,
I can do that.
I'm gonna buy the home, I'm gonna design the home, I'm gonna manage the renovation of the home, and then I'm gonna sell the home myself.
Sure.
I just need to get licensed. And I did. And that's how I just
that makes sense.
Started selling them.
Oh, so you did get licensed in Houston?
Here.
Oh, that was here. Okay.
Yes, I was already here in Florida.
So you were still doing the investment game here too? In Florida.
Yes.
Got you.
Yes,
Got you. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Are you still in that investment space now?
I'm helping buyers and sellers right now that I'm not doing the investment part so much because it just takes a lot of time. Well, right. Who has the time?
Right.
But I will do it. It's an added service. I still have a lot of clients that call me and come to me for the design and renovation part of it. But I tell them, hey, I'm only going to provide that service if you're my customer for either buying or selling.
Right.
That's
Makes sense.
An added value. Otherwise, I'm going to send you to this other amazing designers or home renovators or general contractors. I have an amazing list of great contractors, and I can refer them to and say, hey, here, go to these ones.
Do you have your own interior design company?
I have my own company. Yes, I formed my own firm. Jose Cardenas LLC. Again, when you're in the design renovation, you want your name to be your brand,
sure,
because that's how people remember you. And then they just want your signature. And word spreads out, and people are starting like, hey, this guy did my room or my house. But I didn't want to become that designer renovator for people. Like I didn't want to work for them. It's
Yep.
like, no, I'm doing my own stuff.
Yep.
I want to do my own projects, and I'm selling my own projects. Again, but you can benefit from it, from my experience.
No doubt. It makes a lot of sense. So now you live in Avila, I believe. Is that correct?
I do.
Yep.
I do.
If you know Tampa Bay, it's a beautiful neighborhood here in the Tampa Bay market. One of the I would say best reputations, I guess you can say, in the Tampa Bay market. I know work a lot in Avila. A lot of your customers and clients are in the Avila market, as well as other luxury markets around here. Do you find your clients, Jose, do you work all over Tampa Bay? Do you find that a decent percentage of them are very Avila focused? Or
I work all over. Where there's a luxury home, I'm gonna be working there.
Yep.
And we have only a few pockets in the Tampa Bay area.
Yep.
It's not like the entire Bay Area is like that.
Yep.
We have our
South Tampa here.
We have our neighborhoods. Yes.
Yep.
So I
Bay Shore.
sell homes. Right. We know them.
Yep.
Right. We know those pockets.
Yeah.
And
this beautiful studio is right on the corner of Kennedy and West Shore. So we're right on the corner here, Urban Center, being able to hang out in the South Tampa area. So Hyde Park, Davis Island.
Our office is right there. Yeah.
Makes sense.
So
yeah.
Hyde Park. So where we have those pockets.
Chabal, Avila. Do you do beach stuff?
Odessa. And I owned land in Odessa as well.
Yeah.
As well.
I love Keystone.
Live there.
Big fan of Keystone area.
I love that area.
I love the land around there. I'd love to buy something there one day.
They are working really hard to keep it like that, to keep the properties large and spacious and not overcrowded.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
They are very strong about that.
So for anyone who might be listening to the episode who says, I really want to get into the luxury space, right? Yeah. I just think it would be a blast, or for whatever their reasoning might be. 2 questions. Give them a tip on what you would advise somebody who wants to be focused on luxury, something that you think is maybe even more important in the luxury space than it would be just in the general real estate market, right? If you can think of one. And then also if you can think of something that they're not, I think sometimes people from the outside think it's just all easy, right? Like, I'm just going to go deal with the more expensive homes because it'll be much easier. I'll be making so much money. But I think what a lot of people don't.
Your job. When you're doing
it
job,
right. Yeah.
It makes.
But I'm sure there's also challenges too, right? Like certain things that you've faced that were some unique challenges that luxury might also bring. And maybe I'm wrong, but I'm from who I've talked to, and I've interviewed a lot of luxury agents over the years, I've heard some of these different stories behind. Maybe that hasn't been your experience, but I'm curious if it has been. So can you share a tip maybe for someone about why luxury has worked for you? Maybe something that you think would help somebody. And has there been any specific challenges in the luxury space that is worth bringing up?
There are always challenges, but the first thing that comes to mind is like you have to be an expert of your craft. You have to know your craft.
People expect
in and out, better than anybody. And I'm not just saying how to look pretty and open a door. That's not it. Mm-hmm. You need to know everything about that house, from the floors, where they from the video, audio system. These homes are a little more complex than your average home. When was the system installed? Are we talking an obsolete system? About your appliances, about the different woods? Are we talking about maple, cherry, oak? What you need to know all of those materials, because once you know every detail about that house, it's going to give you this confidence. You're going to be so comfortable talking about it.
Yeah.
Versus it's going to show when you don't.
It makes sense.
It will.
Yeah. So because there are a lot of agents out there where they basically just open the door and let you walk around.
And you need to know.
Right.
So be very comfortable about that. You have to know about the you have to understand, not just know. You have to understand the lifestyle of these people that are able to buy million and up homes. By the way, in the Tampa Bay area, million and up is considered luxury, not in every market.
Yep.
Some markets are like that.
That's not a
studio.
That's a one-bedroom apartment in San Francisco, right?
So here in the Bay Area, yes, a million and up is considered luxury. But you need to.
And those of you who check it out, Jose's average is over $1 million. So if you really were to look into his numbers, you would see that he averages well over $1 million per home.
I didn't know. Again, I don't follow and track my numbers because I just don't. Mm-hmm. I don't need to. But I learned that from the interview, from the when we were doing the magazine questionnaire.
Gotcha.
When they were asking me, what is the average? What I'm like, I don't know. Let me do the calculator.
Let's find out.
Let me find out. And I was there doing it on the phone together.
Yep.
So we learned that. We learned that. And anyways, it came up to I think it was 1.6 the average. Well, thank you for letting me know. Thank you. But those numbers don't drive me. I'm not looking for those.
Right.
They just they're good. Thank you. That's it. What else are they going to do for me? Nothing.
So you mentioned this idea of obviously knowing the house in and out, right? Knowing all the little details so that you can elaborate on those when you're talking to your client.
Yes,
I'm assuming your client base has got to have a little bit more of a sophisticated buyer, right? A sophisticated seller and buyer in terms of who you're dealing with in that level.
They are experts at buying real estate. This is not their first home.
Right.
So you need to be super sharp with your skills, with all the paperwork part. That I'm going to put it on the side because by default, you need to know it in and out. I'm not going to talk about it.
Yep.
Like you have to be an expert at that. Every line in that contract, you have to know it by memory, basically. By memory.
Makes sense.
But I'm talking about the lifestyle of the person that you're trying to interact with. You need to understand where they're coming from, what are their goals and dreams, and what's the purpose of why they want to be in that house or city. Mm-hmm. And there's a reason.
Yeah.
It's not just, oh, sure, I want to just spend 2, 3, 5 million because I can.
Right.
There's a specific reason. You have to understand their needs. And
what's the story behind the move, right?
That's true.
Behind
that's
the
true.
buy
And
or
I
behind the
think that,
sale.
Yeah. And be 100% authentic. If you don't know, just learn it. Go and learn and follow somebody that does.
Yep.
And learn it. I think that's.
Do you have I don't know how much you want to talk about some of the famous clientele that I know that you work with, because I know that you have a pretty, you seem to be a master networker when it comes to how you've built your clientele base. But
again,
I want to open it up a little bit for you to tell a story or two about your clientele, some of the experiences that you've had or seen. It could be funny stories, could just be something that was surprising to you, whether that would be Avila related or something else related. But anything come to mind that you think would be worth throwing out there?
Well,
a day in the life of Jose Cardenas.
I don't know if I can. I can tell you the story of how complex it was to follow this billionaire with a B that bought this house. It was closing time. And we were trying to coordinate. Hey, you need to sign the paperwork. And the seller was also a famous baseball guy. So just try to put those two together.
Okay.
I was representing the buyer, not the seller.
Yep.
But the seller himself was a complex situation. They were going to be landing that day of closing somewhere else, and this buyer was in the middle of the ocean on this on the Atlantic side. Mm-hmm. It's like, can you make it a little?
You need a real good mobile notary,
harder?
huh?
So it was that. So situations like that happen, and you were like, what do you do? Just coordinate your mobile notaries, and
you got to be a problem solver,
and that's what you have to do. Come up with solutions right on the spot. Because that's
let me ask you a question. What type of a closing gift do you give a billionaire client?
You know what? Here's the thing. That is so hard. My love language is not through gifts.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 100% of me and more. My time is going to be my gift to you.
You're a quality time guy.
My presence with you is going to be my gift. Mm-hmm. And I hope you can remember our time together and the way we feel each other. I mean, that didn't sound right, but the way we to enjoy our company. Yeah,
you're a quality time guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
I love that book, by the way. Seven Love Languages. You got to read that book. Classic.
They do have to express their love through something tangible.
Right.
To me, it's like, I'm gonna give you my 100% and more. When you have it all, when I see you packing and struggling, why do I need to bring you a basket? Right. When I see that your cellar is 10,000 bottles, why of wine?
Yep.
Why do I Yeah, you see what I'm
Do you
saying?
find, Jose, that
So-
most of your clients, or some of them anyway, are because you're really good on
Food.
focus on the relationship side, right?
I do, but
And-
food. I want to say really quick. Food
ahead.
is how I also express.
Food.
I don't cook.
I mean,
but
we all
I'll
know
take
how
you to a
important that
nice
is.
restaurant, to a super nice restaurant, and
So
then we'll
tickets to
have
a
dinner
restaurant,
together.
food.
Let's go eat and yeah,
Break bread.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Enjoy. It's
get
like,
it.
Hey, let's build that relationship. Has to be an authentic, real relationship.
No doubt.
I'm not just like here. This is my worker guy. It's
Yeah.
like no, go find somebody else.
Do a lot of your clients buy and sell all over the country? Do you find that a lot of your clients buy and sell all over the country?
All over the country. Yes, yeah, they do. I'm working with one that wants to relocate. Not relocate. I don't know if that's the word because this will be house number 4.
Right.
They already have
Add
a
to the
house.
portfolio.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I want a house there when I go and visit. So can you find me something within the 5 to 8 million? I'm like, okay, I can try, and that will be house number 4. And I'm like, all right, that's fine.
Do you also work in other? Are you licensed in other states as well?
No, I'm not licensed in other states.
Okay.
But the beauty of for brokerage firm is that we have network, an amazing network.
Yep.
Like no other.
Yep.
Like no other. I'm gonna
Yep.
say that, like just bluntly. And
Do you find that
tell me-
Premier Sotheby's is just a great brokerage, specifically in that luxury
Sotheby's
niche?
International Realty has the most amazing network of agents. If I go through my phone right now and you tell me scroll through one market, and I'm gonna go through the city, I'm gonna find a friend agent that is going to take care of that customer and will help you with all your real estate needs. And it's gonna be one of those amazing agents as well,
Makes sense. Yeah, it's good to have that
all
network.
over the world.
Right.
It's not just in one country. I think it was 2 months ago when I was reaching out to a South Korean agent, an agent from Italy, and an agent from Nashville.
Nice. That's key.
That's key.
It's great to have. I might have to talk to you about an agent from Italy. I wouldn't mind getting a villa out there one day.
Oh, the properties
Oh,
are
I'm a fan.
exceptional and amazing.
I spent about 2 weeks out there years ago, and I fell in love with Italy. I was single at the time, so I almost fell in love with an Italian woman as well. But that's another story.
I love Italy. Love Italy. Lake Como is one of my favorite spots. The Amalfi Coast, I love it. I stayed in Positano. I stayed a full month. It's like I didn't want to come back. It's
Yes, it's gorgeous. It
is
really
absolutely gorgeous.
It is very much so. Is that one of your favorite places to travel? Italy?
It is. I first said, oh, Bali is my absolute favorite. And then I went to Lake Como and I said, no, never mind. Lake Como is my absolute
Lake Como.
favorite.
Okay.
But now Tokyo, and you go like, what? Tokyo? They don't have this amazing resorts, or it's not Bali, or it's not
Yeah.
Italy. But
The energy, though, right?
I love Tokyo because of their discipline, because of the energy,
Yeah.
the innovation. They are so organized.
Yeah.
And I just
And it's a
wanna
clean city, too, isn't it?
It is a super clean city.
Yeah.
I was at this food festival outside the museum, and they have over 30 million people. Just
Right.
think of that.
That's amazing.
Just think of 30
I grew
million.
up next to New York City, and there's like 12 million in New York
Yeah,
City.
think of 30 million.
I can't even fathom.
We go to this food festival outside the museum, and I order something that I didn't understand. Like, I hope it's good. I'm just gonna.
Right.
It was good. It was really good. But it was like a bamboo tray container,
Yeah.
and it had like a plastic cover.
Yeah.
Trash, right? So I was like, okay, now I'm done with my food, and where do
You are a bit of a foodie,
I
aren't
was
you?
trying to find. I think I am. A little bit. I was trying to find a trash can, and it was super clean. I couldn't find it. They are so disciplined about that. I finally found it, and there were 2 people there receiving the food.
Yeah.
I mean, not the food, the disposal, the container.
Yeah, you got to have some good systems in place to have 30 million people
me,
in your
it was
city
like-
and not have it feel like it's total chaos.
It was mind blowing to see that,
All right.
and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do like the Japanese.
It's on my list, my friend. I have not been there yet.
Do it once, do it right.
I haven't been to Bali either, actually. But
Bali,
it's on my
Indonesia.
yeah.
And
I've seen pictures and it looks absolutely
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Singapore was in my list of favorites as well. I call it the Disney of the world. So I love traveling, and it's just such a pleasure. And I'm working while I'm traveling.
I'm
so,
sure.
Hey,
The beauty of that phone and right there,
the beauty
huh?
of the phone. You just call, text, and that's the beauty of having an amazing support team as well.
Sure.
That it helps you.
Do you
run your
do you
business.
have a team of agents that work with you?
No, well, not a team of agents.
Right.
I'm saying
Your
a
support,
team
like your admins.
yes.
Yep.
No, this is it. This is the.
It's all you.
This is all me.
That's the brand.
This is all me. This is a
But
brand.
with a face like that, I can understand why.
Thank you. I always tell people. You're the storefront.
Yeah.
You're the storefront of your business.
Yep.
So you make the decision. You're gonna decide who do you want to attract.
Yep.
Who do you want to sell to? There's a value-oriented stores, and then we have luxury stores, and everything in between.
Yeah.
So you are in control of who do you want to cater to,
For sure.
and this is the front store from head to toe.
Your brand matters.
Your brand matters.
Yeah,
right.
I completely agree. And you definitely fit the luxury brand motif.
So
there's no doubt about it.
And it's just that people go, "Oh my God, you put the effort." But sort of, I put the effort because once your wardrobe is already done, you just grab whatever you can,
Yep.
really quick, and then you're done.
When you just
don't
got
have
blue
to think.
suits the whole time, you're good to go.
That's my favorite color. This one, I'm gonna tell you. I was in Hong Kong. I was there only for 2 days. I went to this amazing tailor.
Who goes to Hong Kong for 2 days? Don't you run a flight for 2 days just to get out there?
He did this thing in 24 hours.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
24 hours. I was like,
That suit
"Wait
was
a
made in
minute."
Hong Kong?
Yes,
Nice,
yes.
nice.
You go there and the guy measures you and fits you. Says come over in the afternoon to make sure it fits, and then come and pick it up in the morning.
Nice.
To me, it was like, and then he shows who was there, like Meghan Markle. What's
Meghan
her
Markle,
name?
sure, yeah. Is she a client of yours as well?
No, she's not one of my
okay.
customers, but if she wants to, I'll be glad to work with you. So give me a call,
who's the
Meghan,
most
wherever you
famous,
are.
Who's the most famous client you have? You can drop their name. You can drop their name. We're okay to name drop here.
I don't.
They're not going to.
There's a. They're not gonna know. Please don't watch this.
Please don't watch this. We'll edit it out if we have
Can
to.
we edit it in? Can we edit it in? It's
I'm curious. Who's the most famous that everybody would know?
I would say the most recent that people will know. He's a baseball player.
That doesn't tell us much, Jose.
don't-
There's a lot of baseball players out there.
I don't know if I should.
Yankees, Rays? What team?
New York.
New York Yankees?
I'm not a fool. Okay, let me try to get out of this.
I'll just say his name.
Let me try
and
to
you
get
can-
out
you
of
can
this
just
with a
wink at me.
story.
Does
With a
that work?
story. Huh?
I'll just say his name because I'm a Yankees fan, by the way. I grew up there. So I can say a couple Yankees and you can just wink at me. Does that
It
work?
is, yeah. Like if
Is
I
he a
wink,
current Yankee?
Yes, if I wink
He
twice,
is.
it will be.
Aaron Judge. Did I nail it? Did I
I'm
nail
not
it?
gonna say anything. Let's change the subject really
love
quick.
it.
Let's change the subject. Let's.
By the way, I'm actually
we
my
edit this?
boys are big Aaron Judge fans.
Oh, okay.
They love him. They absolutely love him. So they'll be thrilled to hear that.
About the sports, I'm not a sports person.
Yes.
I'm just not. Period. I'm not gonna
do you
be
work
an
a lot with? I'm curious about this. When it comes to that world of the sporting world, is there a particular sport though that you, for whatever reason, you have seen more success with? Whether it's baseball, football, basketball, tennis, whatever. Does it matter, or is it just
for
random?
For some reason, baseball, I think it's the one that gets.
You've had more baseball
that follows
clients.
me,
Yeah.
or I get to the universe puts us together. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Well,
a
I would
sports-
imagine you're some referral based there too, right? A couple
referrals, yes,
You
they-
help a couple athletes; they're going to tell their teammates.
and other people that know them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which I'm very grateful. Thank you. But the story I was going to tell you, you were talking about how your softball injury.
Yeah.
You're a softball. So, no, again,
I don't know if they
already
know that
mentioned
yet,
this.
but I pulled my hamstring on Monday playing softball, trying to score from first base. It's a lesson learned when I'm 42 years old. I felt old for the first time in my life, Jose.
So, again, I'm not a
Walking
sports
away
person,
with an injury.
And I went to this training for luxury marketing. And coffee or trainer or coach or how do you say the guy,
the manager,
not the manager, but the one facilitating this training. It's a NFL player.
Okay.
And he was part of the Selling LA show, one of those TV shows. So he was the listing agent for Michael Jordan's house.
Okay.
And he was telling us all these tips, like this is how you have to do it, specialize in your lane, just don't try to cover everything. And that's another tip for all of
the riches are in the niches, right?
Yeah, just concentrate on one. If you're gonna do waterfront, if you're gonna do farm, if you're gonna do equestrian, if you're gonna do, just find that sports and entertainment. Just find that one lane.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's sharing all of this information about how he specializes in athletes because he's an athlete himself, ex-NFL player. I go, I have a lot of friends and neighbors that are athletes and coaches and then I go, I think we have professional athletes that in our neighborhood that play softball. And I started with my list. And then he looks at me when I started with my list with softball. So there's where the softball story comes from. He didn't say anything, but he probably just looked at me like,
couldn't think of the famous softball players, huh? Yeah. I mean, Jenny Finch comes to mind. I don't know about you, but yes.
We have in our neighborhood this also very famous, I call him trainer, and this family goes like, it's a coach, it's not a trainer. I'm like, oh, sorry, like the language barrier here.
Sure.
So bear with me.
No worries.
And trainer, coach. And
well, I think of John Gruden.
That was his coach when he played for Kofi.
Sure.
When he played for the NFL. I'm like, oh, I know.
Does John still live in Avila? Because I know he's been all over the country. He is there now?
Yes, he's there.
I always think of Tony Dungy when I think of Avila. Like, I just
there.
feel like his face like represents the community.
Represent the community.
Yeah.
We have
his son Eric has been featured by our magazine before.
I remember. I saw it. Hey, Eric, we went to lunch and a common friend of us put us together, say you guys have to know each other because you're going to be doing business together.
Yeah, I'd like to meet Tony one day. He just seems like from a distance a good guy. Like I feel like I would have a great conversation with him.
And funny thing, about 2 weeks ago, one of my neighbors that volunteers for this community, for this organization that helps high school students to get to college when they need that last push to get there. She volunteers. My friend came, and she asked me, "Hey, can you?" Or not ask, but she sent an invitation. Hey, for those who want to participate, this is what I'm doing, please. And Tony is part of that organization, cool. So he's always.
He seems like he's pretty involved in that stuff.
Very involved. So
our boys play baseball at Idlewild, the church on Dale Mabry, and I know Tony's a member there, and he helps a lot behind the scenes, I know, with some of the athletic programs that they have over there.
Right. So
at Idlewild. So
don't necessarily put it
very active in the community.
out there when you're doing something good, but
for sure.
Just kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah, no doubt.
I like that part. When
he doesn't broadcast it. I think he just does it for the right reasons.
I don't know. Right. I just give it more credit when you're like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Nobody needs to know.
Totally.
But I'm doing something good for the community.
No doubt, man. So. It just seems like to me you're having a blast doing your job.
I enjoy this. This doesn't feel like a job. I have fun every day, and it's in my website. It says there, if it's not fun, why bother?
That's right. That's right, man.
Why bother?
You got to make life fun.
Why bother? It's like, go find something else.
That's why I do these podcasts. I don't know if anyone ever watches these, but
we're having
I just have a good time, man, hanging out.
Call a friend. Let's talk about anything that comes to mind.
That's right. That's right.
And who cares who's watching?
I enjoy it. It is a lot of fun. And just learning, about people like you and your story, and I enjoy it. It's a blessing. It really is. Do you miss the investment side at all? Is that something that you dabble still with at all, or want to, or do you miss it, or not really?
It's there. It's still.
So you still have it part of your portfolio.
It's still there, but not as active, not as the main.
Yeah, I got you.
As the main.
Makes sense.
Consuming part of my business day.
Cool. So. Well, we are probably running up on time, but we're not done yet. We're not done yet. I'm going to ask you a couple more questions.
I thought we were about to start.
We are just getting rolling here. I did want to. You mentioned something about a softball story with Michael Jordan.
Well, that's what I was telling you. That this coffee, right, from an NFL player who was the listing agent for Michael Jordan's house in Chicago.
Okay.
Is the one that, again, that was it. I didn't meet.
Oh, my bad. I thought you had a softball game with Michael Jordan.
No. my story is that here I am knowing nothing about sports, and I'm telling Coffee, oh, by the way, we have professional athletes in our neighborhood.
Right.
So if I'm working with one, I'll be calling you because you're going to be able to help me
No doubt.
to understand this better.
No doubt.
So he goes, anytime, reach out. And I'm here making a list of the sports. I started with softball, which is non-existent. I went back to the club that night and I shared my story with the table. And I go, oh, yeah, I was telling him that we have professional athletes in our neighborhood, softball, baseball, football.
Tennis.
And then they turn to me and go, do you know that there's no such thing as professional softball? I'm like, I just hear it all the time, so I don't know if there's such thing. But no,
Well, there's
there's
some
no.
softball players I'm sure make some bank, with the Olympics and all the promos and everything going on out there. So
there we go. Then
yeah, I get it. It is what
so
it is.
that's what I was talking about then.
Yeah, I get it. It makes sense.
Olympians.
The Olympians. That's right.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm going to ask you a couple rapid fire questions just
Yes,
about you. Okay, so that people can learn a little bit more about you.
right.
I know you're a
Let's
foodie. Do you have a favorite food?
I have, of course, Mexican food. Tacos al pastor.
There you go.
That's
so if
my
anybody
favorite.
wants to get to your sweet spot, it's about
those are my street
Mexican
tacos.
food and a nice little lunch date with Jose, and you're golden.
Yeah, and that's a food truck. By the way, it's not this super fancy restaurant. You will see me. I will stop on the middle of the road if there's a food truck, and I will go, "Hey, do you have tacos al pastor?" And
Nice.
I will do that anywhere. So
I had a good friend of mine who married a Mexican woman. They got married in Querétaro, and I was in the wedding.
That's
So
an hour and a half from me.
Yeah,
from my mom's house.
I had such a great. I'll tell you this one story. I'll share one story real quick. So I was in the wedding, like I said, and I was really the only gringo at the wedding, right?
Yeah.
And this was years ago now, but I was with my fiance at the time, and it was really like an authentic Mexican wedding where we had the ceremony and then people walked through the streets of Querétaro and there was people throwing rice out the windows and stuff, and it was like a really cool feel, right? And so we get to the place where it's like an outside open area, like you kind of imagine with a lot of, I view like Mexican outside lounges where it's just everything's outside and beautiful. And they had the music playing and everything. And they had this little dance area. And so these guys, I think, were trying to just make fun of me, but they were like coaching me up about like, go out and show your dance moves. And so I went out there and showed them a couple of white guy dance moves and did my thing. But by the end of the night, like I had a blast. I had such a good time. Everyone was so cool and so fun, and it was awesome. And then we ended up having like the late night hangout at her parents' house, roasting like pig and by the bonfire out there. And so that was a cool experience. I was there for like a long weekend in Querétaro that time. So that was a lot of fun. This was years ago now, though.
Wow.
Yep.
They're United.
I remember them telling me that I was the best dancing gringo they ever met. I do remember that, yes.
Now you're famous. You'll be remembered.
Now, I'd probably pull a hamstring if I did those moves today. But, back then I had a little bit more, I was more limber back then. So it is what it is.
Querétaro is about hour and a half, I would say, from San Miguel de Allende, which is also one of my favorite destinations. I spent about a week of my summertime there last year.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that city. Very colonial, and
it was beautiful. Yeah.
It always makes the travel leisure top destinations.
I feel like I went back in time a little bit. It just felt very different culture, very different.
It's a 500-year-old town. And it still looks like that.
Yeah,
and
it was gorgeous.
Every time you open the door, you're going to be amazed of what's behind that door.
Yeah.
From the street, it doesn't look like much, but that's kind of the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And once you open it and you go, oh my gosh, I didn't know this paradise existed behind the door. So
I get it.
I absolutely.
Favorite movie? Do you have one?
Oh, do I have a favorite movie? Not that I can think of.
Nothing come to mind. All right.
Come to mind. No,
what's one thing? I think I read in your article that you're very passionate about art.
Oh my gosh.
Is that one of your favorite hobbies?
Can we do a podcast just on art? Can we just do just dedicated to art?
We can. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yes, I can listen to you.
My parents are musicians, right? So it started from there. And I also was a folkloric dancer, traditional Mexican dances, for many, many years. We did the Latin Grammys in Houston. We danced for President Bush, the Houstonian
nice
ones. we auditioned for America's Got Talent. So it was a lot of fun in all of those well-known places.
Yeah.
And I stopped doing it because then just, I don't know, like
You're making money.
like let's go do something then. So no, then your knees start hurting, or people you will start getting old.
I'm sure that probably you got to be pretty fit to keep that dance routine going.
But I had a lot of fun doing that. So that was the artistic part of me. Then in high school, I was doing this oil paint class. I wanted to be an architect. First, when I was in high school. So I'm either going to be an architect or I'm going to go to be a civil engineer.
Okay.
One of those. So I took the advanced classes in high school, when you have to select those classes at the end. So I took this drawing class and painting and all this artistic stuff and towards architecture and calculus and physics. And I don't know why I did, but I did. So
very heady, numbers related stuff.
And then I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be
You're
an
too
engineer.
much of a people
it was
person
too much.
for that, man.
It was too much. It's like, I'm not going to be an engineer. That's for sure. So then when I was in Houston, I was trained by the Museum of Fine Arts to teach the program because I was a teacher, by the way. I was a bilingual teacher. How I got into that, that's, again, another life. But I wrote my thesis to graduate from college about education, promoting education among the Mexican community in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Like a market research to promote education.
Yeah.
That was it. So I got like really deep into that. And after that, I said, you know what, I'm going to get into the education because if I'm talking about it and doing all this research about education, might as well.
Yeah.
I learned some amazing things and learn about this giant gap that we have just because of the lack of opportunities. And if I'm not there to teach it, if your own kind don't go in there and jump at it, the cost, then who else?
Yeah.
So I did it for 7 years. So
Wow.
I did my service for 7 years. I was so happy. I was doing it both. I was doing the investment part and I was teaching. So it was crazy. But then after the investment part got so big, I said, you know what, I have to stop here because I don't want to disrespect the profession, this education system, because they deserve more of me.
Yeah.
And I was not able to give them that. So when I was doing
I think
that,
you found your niche, man.
I
think the path you've taken has been the right one for you.
Did.
Yeah.
So when I was teaching, I was always incorporating art into my lessons because you can teach any subject.
What type of art? Anything in particular?
Any art.
Okay.
You can do it with any art. But the program used canvas and just more of your that type of art,
Paintings.
not necessarily dance or theater or any of those other arts. But
do you have a favorite between painting, dance, music? Is there a particular type of art that you're most passionate about?
I will say dance.
Dance.
Yeah, just because.
Feeds the soul.
It feels the soul. But so yes, I'm an art collector. I go every time I go to a different country.
That's a whole other business opportunity, is it not?
Oh my gosh! And I can talk about how we got into an art gallery business. We had an art gallery in Vail, Colorado.
Yeah.
And then we had another one. We were business partners with this friends. And we had another one when you go to Denver and you go towards Breckenridge. There's a town called Silverthorne on the right side, and the outlets are right there. So we own that commercial space next to the outlets, and we had a very large gallery, over 10,000 square feet.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to have you on another episode
because of their, like I said,
to talk some more about some of your different business opportunities that are out there, which I think is fascinating. We're going to wrap up with this question, okay? I always like to ask this to, I just think it's a good way to put a bow on our episode, which is when you think about the legacy, right? At one point, you're going to maybe be done with real estate, maybe not. What would you want to be known for, Jose, years from now when you're rocking on your wheelchair, or your rocking chair, your beautiful estate, looking back to all your experiences? What do you think's most important to you as far as what you'd want your legacy to be known for?
Oh, geez, that's something quick that comes to mind. I would say families enjoying their time together, enjoying their space where they can dream about life, where they can see life happening, and this family sharing, hey, this guy help a little bit. This guy help us found this amazing living room where we're sharing these memories. Or look at the picture of 5 years ago when we had that party. See that patio?
Yeah.
See that pool?
Jose was a part of that.
Or I will say that's what comes to mind. Just
I get it.
really quick.
Well, that's very much obviously aligned with your current, mission and your current work day to day and what you bring, the service and value that you bring to the table. So it seems like you're living that legacy as we speak.
I think family is the most important thing in the world, and family starts at home. Amen. So what an honor to have this as your job, to help find
people's homes,
right?
Yeah.
To find those homes.
No doubt.
Where
you couldn't be much more personal involved in their day-to-day lives, right?
Isn't it? Like, that's the
It's an integral part.
It's the nucleus of our society, where you, again, share all the most intimate moments and experiences with your loved ones. It starts there. So when you understand that, you're not just selling bricks and sticks. You're not just selling a piece of land. You're not just doing a mere transaction.
No doubt.
And it's not just another customer or client. It's like you're helping.
You're shaping their lives, their dreams, their visions. Yeah,
exactly.
I get it.
You have to see that big picture.
Jose, this has been fun, man. I've enjoyed hanging out with you today.
I'm glad. I was late. I'm sorry I was late because
they don't know that.
They don't know that. They don't know. Oh, that's true. Okay, cut it, edit it, but edit it. But no, because I was just crazy busy with other family things.
I'm glad you were able to make it. If people want to reach out to you, what's the best play to hook up with you?
Sure, call me.
Instagram, phone number.
Call me.
Where do people find you?
How does this Facebook thing works? I already reached the 5,000.
You got too many friends. Yeah.
Too many friends. No, but if like for those that don't find anything
DM
interesting in me,
Facebook.
can they unfriend me if they don't find me interesting?
Absolutely. If you don't like Jose, unfriend him because he got more people that want to hang out with him.
Because I need room for the new friends that to come, right? Is that a request? How do we make that? But follow me on Instagram. I think I have
first world problems, Jose.
I have Instagram available.
There you go.
I have LinkedIn. I have Twitter.
Just your name? Just your name?
It's just my name, Jose Cardenas. Yes, josecardenas.me.
There you go.
And Jose with a J, Jose. Like my banker, really, like this is a true story. She calls and she goes, repeat your name, Jose. And she was Hose. I'm like, no, ma'am, that will be Hose. I'm Jose. Like, this is my banker. Like, this is my banker. What's wrong with you people?
Well, you're definitely a storyteller, and I'm sure that we're going to have you on another episode one of these days. I actually want to invite you, too, to join us for one of our Tampa Bay Real Producer panel events.
Oh, what?
We're going to do a selling luxury real estate one later this year, and you're definitely going to be on my list, so I'll reach out to you for that. Guys, if you don't already subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can do that at Tampa Bay Real Producers on YouTube, so subscribe there. That way you'll be notified of all the future episodes that drop every Friday. Of course, you can find this platform really on all of your podcast platforms, Apple, Google, wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find us. Again, Tampa Bay Real Producers is the name of the game. And check it out here for this episode with my man, Jose Cardenas. Yay! We will see you for our next episode. Stay classy, Tampa.
Stay classy.